Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Minutes of Audio. Today we're going to be talking about the Little Simz album, Sometimes I Might Be Introvert. If you like what you hear us say, subscribe, and click the notification bell.
And comment. Don't forget that, alright, guys?
So to start things off, Carl, what did you think of this album?
I mean, I think that overall, it was a big improvement on her earlier record, Gray Area. Gray Area, it had a lot of strong points, but it didn't feel as cohesive as a project as I thought Little Simz could really come out with. And with this one, it really seemed like she took some of the best moments on Gray Area, and she also added a lot of soul to this record that I was a big fan of. And she really made it into a cohesive project that felt like it had a thematic goal, a vision, uh, and direction that I thought was the main thing that was lacking in her work. Uh, all the way from, even with some of the tracks I wasn't a big fan of, I could see where she was coming from in making them. So,
What,
yeah.
what tracks weren't you a fan of?
There was a few ones. So, I think, as much as I appreciate it, the first track, Introvert, it felt way too grandiose almost. It felt it made it kind of feel corny. I think she was trying to do too much in it, especially with, I forget, like, I think it might be horns, but, in the middle of the song where it goes like, dun dun, dun dun. It felt too much. I did like the song besides that, but Uh, I didn't like a lot of the interludes, to be honest. It felt too much, even though a lot of them mixed in, instrumental pieces to kind of keep it going. They felt monotonous and they got too much.
I kind of liked some of the interludes.
Some of them I agree. Like Little Q Part 1 I thought was good.
Is part 2 considered an interlude or no? No, that's a
No,
full song.
yeah, that's a full song. It just, there's 5 of them and there's only 19 tracks. I mean, only, but it's more than a quarter of the record is interlude.
Yeah, I feel like they should have taken out. I take back what I said. I didn't really like the majority of the interludes. They should have taken out like 3 or 4 of them,
Yeah.
because this album did go on too long, in my opinion.
Yeah, they could have cut a few tracks here and there. Actually, Rolling Stone was a track I definitely didn't like. I thought that one
Rolling
was
Stone.
legitimately bad. It felt so out of place. Uh,
Oh yeah, that song. Yeah, I don't know why she chose to include it. It just sounds like she was going for trap, I guess.
it seemed like she was trying to hit off with a more mainstream song, and considering how soulful and I guess coherent the rest of the record was, it just seemed so out of place. Uh, yeah, it felt like a weird insert. Besides that, most of the other tracks I was fine with. The interludes, Rolling Stone. Uh, Speed I originally wasn't a fan of in the beginning, but it reminds me of one of my favorite records from Gray Area. That's the second track. Fuck, what was it? I think it was
What
Boss.
song?
Speed.
Oh, Speed was one of the ones I liked.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of I think it was Boss from Gray Area. That was the last record that she had. Just heavy. Had a, I don't know, it had like a unique feel to it, and even though it was different than a lot of the soulful cuts on the record, I thought it was well placed. Protect My Energy. I thought it was a good song. It wasn't my favorite, but I mean, I think almost every song on this album is really good. And Protect My Energy is, not really different. It's a very groovy track. I love the vibes to it. It's short, quick, to the point. I love the hook too. And yeah, I thought that was, it picked up where Rolling Stone kind of left off, and brought back that momentum that was sort of keeping on in the earlier tracks.
Another song that I really enjoyed her lyrically on and production wise on was a Standing Ovation.
Yeah, Standing Ovation I feel like was lyrically it was definitely a standout. There's a lot of lyrical standouts on this album.
Which one do you think's the most standout?
I Love You, I Hate You. For me, that was the most powerful moment on the record. Just the way, especially the way she kind of molded it in with the hook, the I love you, I hate you, and the way she kind of, would sort of mold the verse into that as well. I think the whole topic of her coming to terms with her father abandoning her and dealing with both feelings of love for him and still wanting to know him, but also rejecting him and knowing that he did her wrong. I think it was expertly portrayed on the track, and I'd say it's one of the best songs of the year, to be honest.
Because it sounds like a Kanye
really solid
song. That's what.
I mean, she did name drop Kanye in shoot, which song was it? I think it was Speed. So yeah, maybe she did get some Kanye influence.
Wait, what'd she say about Kanye? Oh, I think I'm Kanye West. I see the blood on the leaves.
Yeah, but it's funny because Kanye just sampled that song. Like that song was made by someone else.
Yeah, blood on the leaves.
So yeah, it was about something with slavery, I think.
One part of the album that I found kind of obnoxious were the interludes where she was speaking on, or whenever she was just like free talking. I found her to be kind of obnoxious and full of herself.
It felt kind of pretentious at points, I guess.
Extremely
I understand where you're coming from. Shoot, which one? It might have been the rapper that came to tea. I don't. It felt corny almost. Like if Logic made that, people would be roasting him for it.
Yeah, it's just cringy.
I get like the whole thematic, I guess, like reason of why she would keep some of those interludes like that, but it feels so unnatural, so full of itself, and yeah, I don't know like if any rapper made that, if people would be, sort of down with it. It felt so out of place. And I feel like she says basically everything in those interludes except she says them in her songs better. So they felt pointless.
Especially the Gems interlude.
Shoot, I forget which one.
It's when she's like, I'm trying to live up to expectations. That one.
Oh, yeah.
I know I've got a lot to learn and I could be stuck in my ways, yes. Like, I just feel like, I don't know if she was trying to look like she wasn't trying or she just wasn't trying. It's for the interludes at least.
It took away from the experience, in my opinion. Like, I praise the album for how cohesive it is, and I still stand by it. But that does kill, especially the replay value of it, because you always you're gonna skip the interludes.
Especially like when the interludes came into place, because like 5, 6, and 7 tracks, or 2 of them are interludes. And then 3 tracks later, you have another one. 2 tracks, another one. It wasn't really spaced out either one.
Granted, Little Q Part 1, I think we both can agree it was probably the most acceptable out of the bunch. That led pretty well musically into Little Q Part 2, which might be my favorite song on the record. I love the the la 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 in the background. It feels like such a her lyricism's on point, like it is on almost every song. Again, really soulful cut. I think that song is.
Her lyricism's on point in that song. Part 1.
Yeah, Little Q Part 2.
Oh, okay.
Part 2.
Okay, I thought you were saying Part 2. I was about to say.
Man, the lyricism on Part 1, outstanding.
Yeah, that's one of
What
his...
what did you think?
What?
What did you think of Because these two songs, I was like shaky on them in the beginning, but now I'm a huge fan. Point and Kill, and then Fear No Man. Like, what your opinions were of them?
Uh, I like both of them. I don't really know what to say about them. They both didn't really stick out to me. Let me think what to say.
I kind of like how I don't think the word groovy is appropriate for them, but actually maybe you could say groovy. They're more bouncy than the other tracks, and especially the I don't know who it is, but the guy singing on Point and Kill. You know, the point and kill. If I want it, it's mine. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's such a catchy hook. I always sing it on repeat after I listen to the song. And the drums on Fear No Man, I love. They're just so kind of heavy and spacey. I thought the production on that track, and I mean the production on almost the entire record is really on point.
Yeah, that's something I wanted to say. Whoever produced this did an amazing job, minus the interlude.
Yeah,
Even the
you kind of like cut out a little bit.
What about now?
Oh, no, now you're good.
What?
It just for whatever reason.
Whoever produced this album deserves a lot of credit because every
Yeah.
song on it was just perfect, production-wise. Like,
Mhm.
even the interludes, the production on them was really solid.
I think the production really I would say that's another reason why the record sort of is so much improved from Gray Area, because I mean again, whoever she got produced, maybe it's the same person, but it just feels like such a step up from really what most rappers are doing right now. And it's not like she's like breaking new ground or anything. She's just getting really soulful instrumentals, really sort of groovy beats, um, and just they're catchy. I love a lot of the samples she chooses too, uh, and she's I don't know, like the production on this one was A1. So yeah.
Like I listened to this album a lot. I really did.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I tried to write notes down, it's like there's just nothing that stuck out to me.
Mm-hmm. We can keep this in, by the way, but I'll continue on that point.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird because I think I like this album more than you do. I know I do.
I like it, but I just don't love it.
I think I have like the same weird problem though, like where because I do love the record, and I play it on repeat a decent amount, but there's so like it just doesn't stick with me as I kind of thought it would when I first listened to it. I think it has kind of I don't it's the strangest thing, and I can't place my finger on it, but it just doesn't stick with me like I thought it would. And I had the same problem with her earlier record, Gray Area. It just I don't know. I know like there's a lot of substance in the record and the instrumentals and the narratives. It's just it doesn't really stick like I think it's trying to.
Yeah, no. Yeah, there's nothing in it that makes me really want to revisit it. And I think that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it's extremely well done, and I think if somebody said it's not well done, they're just don't know what they're talking
They're
about.
hating.
But it's just I don't know. She deserves the respect for it, but I just don't understand how some people can give this a 10.
I think that's what I've come to, because well, I'm not going to give my score. I give it a high score, but it's almost I think it's a great record. I just well, I don't get from it what I would normally get from records that I rate this high.
Like, if I feel like because there's something about like a Kendrick album that just makes you want to constantly revisit it.
Yeah.
But maybe it's because the issue she's talking about is just so specific to just her. Do you think that could be it? Because like, there's literally times when she's like, "My sister's noticed this about me because I'm so special and perfect."
That being said, though, like, I didn't grow up in Compton, you know, but I still can like bump Mad City till
that's actually true.
Till I die. So I mean, there's a lot of artists that I don't relate to on any like personal level. I think it's one of those things where it's almost unexplainable, and that there's probably some reason behind it, but I can't figure it out for the life of me. And I've been trying to figure it out.
Yeah, because like this has easily been my most listened to album in the past week, but it's not because I wanted to listen to it.
God damn. Okay. Shots fired.
So, what were your top 3 songs, Carl, with a capital L?
Top 3, no particular order. I Love You, I Hate You, Little Q Part 2, and probably Fear No Man.
Okay. My top 3 were I Love You, I Hate You, Standing Ovation, and Protect My Energy.
What about least favorite?
Least favorite?
If you got them.
Introvert, Woman, and Gems. Interlude.
Are we counting the interludes? God, I put all 3 interludes in.
If we're not, then The Rapper That Came to Tea.
That's still an interlude.
Oh my god, that's an interlude? Rolling Stone, then.
Oh, that's an interlude.
No, okay.
Shoot, I actually might agree with your 3 least favorite.
Woman just...
Introvert, Woman.
That song's just so boring. Annoying. Woman. Shut the fuck up and sing.
I just thought it was boring.
Yeah.
Especially after Introvert. It's like this big epic song. And then you just got a really mellowed out track that... even the hook, Yeah,
the pacing on this album wasn't really that good. It's like she put her worst songs in the beginning.
That's I think the 2 worst, because 2 Worlds Apart, I feel like was pretty good.
I haven't listened to that one enough. Okay, so what do you give this album out of 10?
You know, despite I was kind of like ragging on it for a while, I think we only mainly did that because everyone else is giving it such high praise, but I still give it a 9.
9. I'm conflicted between a 7.75 and an 8. I feel like a 7.75 is too low, but an 8 is too high.
8 is too high.
I guess I'll give it
Gotta
an
make
8.
a decision.
No, I can't. I actually can't. This is hard.
It's a 25 difference, Josh.
Yeah, but I give it an 8.
Gotta make a decision. Alright, so that comes to an 8.5 collectively. Our second highest record. Oh shit.
Is it really? What's above it?
I mean, we only did 4, so Silk Sonic.
True. Oh, that means Cake Pop's number 3. Still in the top 3.
That's true. Hey, it might stick that way until the year's end with the pace we've been going at.
And everyone can blame retail working environments for that.
Yeah. See, people, listen, okay, to all of our loyal subscribers out there, okay? Our loyal viewers, you know, blame the hard toils of retail work, okay, and college.
Non-specific retail work.
Yeah. You know, in a non-specific location, non-specific everything, and it's non-specific country. Managers. And non-specific workers, co-workers.
At a non-specific corporate technology store.
Coming near you.
Do you want to do outro?
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. That's been the review. Next album review, I don't know when specifically we'll have it up, but it's going to be on the Underscores album.
Fishmonger.
Fishmonger. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And oh shoot, that's true actually.
It might be a
EP isn't that long either, so yeah, you're gonna get your money's worth on that one, folks.
Potentially.
Okay. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe if you liked it. And we will see you on the next episode.